Welcome back to Wigs with Scarlett. I am reviewing the new style Vero by Rene of Paris in the color, super excited, shaded amber. And if you know anything about me, you'll know why I'm loving this color so much. I am working in collaboration with Rene of Paris, who sent me this wig for an honest review, and also with Pinky Promise, so please check out their details in the comment section and shop on pinkypromise.com with my code Sarah30 for 30% off site-wide. If you've been looking at this style or this color or both, this review's coming right up. And if you love what I do, as always, please subscribe to my channel. Coming up is Vero by Rene of Paris in shaded amber. All right, let's get into Vero by Rene of Paris in the amazing, beautifully vibrant red color, shaded amber. If you followed me on Instagram or have been on my channel here for a while on YouTube, then you know that I'm obsessed with vibrant red hair, hence my tag name Scarlett. I actually am named Sarah, but I love red hair and have a very hard time finding beautiful, vibrant reds in synthetic wigs. This is up there with lighter red from Envy as far as one of my favorite vibrant reds that I can find in a synthetic. I actually love the fact that it's rooted, and I love the fiery copper dimension. So let's look at Vero from all angles. Here she is, this beautiful mid-length wavy style from the front. Here she is from the left. Here she is from the back. From the right. And back to the front. I mean, beyond the color, which I'm obsessed with, this style is super duper cute. This is heat-friendly synthetic fiber from Rene of Paris with a full lace front and a left side mono part. So we'll look more at the cap in just a minute. But can I just get into the color description because of how much I love this color? So shaded amber has a dark amber root, which I would say leans more towards a very dark brown. I don't see a lot of red in the root, and I will say it's pretty dark. Maybe a tad bit darker than I normally like because I am so fair, but I'm still gonna rock it because I love the color of the red. Then it is, the base of the wig is an even blend of a darker and lighter copper, which is where you're getting that gorgeous vibrancy, okay? So the root is a bit dark. I did put some powder on the part line. So I put some powder on the part line to make it look a little bit more scalp illusion friendly. And let's talk about Vero's gorgeous dimensions. So Vero has a long sweeping 10.5-inch bang here, this longer piece here that does this beautiful kind of a side sweep motion. And it has a 12.5-inch crown and a nape of 6.25. She is pretty lightweight. I would say she's a medium density, not a super low density. She weighs 4.4 ounces to give you a little bit of idea. I would say medium density. When I took her out of the box, I didn't do a whole lot to her, but I did do a little bit of training over here with the face flopping, with some water and with a clip and hair dryer, which I do have tutorials on. And then I put some powder in the part line and just kind of loosened her up a bit. But this is pretty much how she looks with not a whole lot of work. She is really a cute, adorable style that I think will appeal to a lot of women because she kind of reminds me of that kind of wavy day look from Raquel Welch, a similar kind of a style to that, which is one of their most popular ones. So I'm going to take off the cap and we're going to talk about the cap on Vero. Vero has a open wefted back with a felt nape. It is not extended, just a regular felt nape. It has felt ear tabs and it has your lace front that reaches from the forehead to forehead, not all the way down to the ear tabs, as you can see here, and that left monofilament part. She is comfortable. Now, I have a very petite head. One thing I really appreciate and love about this piece is that it does have a pre-plucked part, and a really nice pre-plucked part. I do not like, when I get wigs and there's no part line, because we all have a scalp and we all have a part line. This is actually a beautifully plucked part line, and it came just like that. And I didn't have to pluck, which is always a plus. All right, let me get her back on, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about this color in different lighting and the fit of the cap. Now, I have my dimensions listed in my details. I am a size small head size, so I'm not super petite, but I'm definitely on the petite side. I'm a 21.5 circumference, and my ear to ear is 11.75. And what I find in almost every single wig that I try on, and if you've been following me on this channel for a while, you know, is that the ear tabs always come down too low. So when I talk about the ear tabs are actually here, which are fine. But it's that cloth behind the ear tabs that if I want the wig to lay flush is always over my ears. So I have to poke it up, which can be, both having that material lay over your ears or having it back under your ears, both can be uncomfortable. So I want you to know, though, that you do not have to sit with your wigs with your ear tabs over your ears if that's a struggle for you. You can actually take a little bit of thread needle and sew up that material there in like really easy 1, 2, 3. I did a tutorial on that as well, so check it out, because I have to do it with almost all of my wigs, and it's really not hard. I can't even sew a button on a shirt, and I can do that. So check out that tutorial if that's something you're struggling with. I would say it's definitely an average size cap. I do have to cinch in the back a little bit, and I am gonna have to sew those ear tabs up. I would say it's gonna fit anywhere from a small, medium to a large. And if you're an extra small, it might be just a little bit too big. All right, so let's go outside and look at this gorgeous color in some more light. And as I always say, right in front of my slider is where you get the best light, which is why I did this review right in front of my slider, because I love the color so much. I really wanted you to get a good idea of the color. Look at this red, you guys. Oh, I mean, she is beautiful. Beautiful. The style, the color, the loose waves. She's so gorgeous. And I do generally, me personally, I prefer a rooted piece over a non-rooted. So the thing is, I love lighter red, but it's not rooted. Lighter red by Envy, but it's not rooted. I love this one because it is rooted. Little darker on the root than I normally go, but I'm loving it. Let's talk a little bit about the hairline before we end on this one. I will say, because the root is dark, you are going to see some knots at the hairline. So I'm going to get up close on that. You will see knots there because it's got a darker root and they're not carrying the lighter color up. However, I want you to know, and I do tutorials on this too, so check out all my tips and tricks. You can take some powder, some face powder, and powder that that hairline, just like I did on the part line. I didn't powder the hairline because I wanted to let you guys see what it looked like before I put powder. I did put powder before the review on the part. So you can take a little bit of face powder. Again, check out my tutorials. But also, I want you to keep in mind, especially if you're new to wearing wigs, nobody's getting up that close to you except maybe your husband or your children, right? Like, nobody's gonna get this close to your head. So even though we feel like the knots show to everybody, most people are not paying that much attention, and most people are not getting close enough to actually see knots. Because if you see me from back here, which is, I mean, a normal distance away, having a close conversation, you don't see any knots, right? So I think that she's absolutely stunning and adorable. I highly recommend this one. I want to thank Rene of Paris for sending me this wig to do content and to do an honest review. I also, again, want you guys to check out Pinky Promise because we want to support our small businesses. Please feel free to use my code and check out all of her different gorgeous synthetic brands. Every single major brand she has on there, as well as a few human hair brands. And I will, as always, see you next time. But before I go, Please subscribe to my channel. I'd love to see more of you. We will talk next time.